Number 10 Ranchette, Cody, Wyoming. See the little guard bunnies in the driveway. This is Mom. We're out on the deck cooking some hot dogs, 4th of July. This is Ron. That's Tootsie. No, Crystal. It's Crystal. These are killdeer eggs. You can see there, 4 of them looked like a rock. They were in the driveway. Steve, Betty, and Mom and Crystal were made homemade ice cream in the garage. Betty. We're having lunch. This was apparently around Christmas time. Mom and Ron, Steve and Betty. These are funny cows, look like pigs with the stripes, but they're cows. These are buffalo, and they have their little calves. That's a new dining room table with matching chairs and table and hutch. Buffet, I guess you call it. On the right is a beaver I bought at the Powell County Fair. That's Crystal and Ron in Wharton, Texas, watching TV. There's Crystal. Crystal doesn't want to play. She wants to hang on to her toy. Back in Cody on the deck, it's Crystal and Mom, Betty and Steve, Crystal and Ron. Like this is in the Wind River Canyon area. That was the year that I fell off of the garage in Texas and broke my arm. We're still in the snow. Two fawns, Carter Mountain in the background. There's the beaver on the right that I bought at the county fair at an auction. There you can see earthquake split and sunk at some point. These are all film or slides from Mom's camera. This is down at the end of the South Fork of the Shoshone River. Front door at Christmas time. That's the daisies and hollyhocks. Grant Gomer and Kay Gomer and Ron, we were dancing at one of the Taipei functions. There's the Henry Ford Rock on the North Fork of the Shoshone River. And this is an index peak in Kansas as you come across toward Wyoming. I guess near Torrington. That's John Arnault, friend that we met at Crow Fair. He visited us in Texas. Addie Mae Lockwood, a dear friend of Mom's. Mom and Addie Mae. This is Mom and I think Cody up on top of Raton Pass. Mom and Ron and Cody in the living room. That's Mom and Ron up at Steve's house. We were celebrating a birthday on the way to Cody. Mom, when we was in Cody, got a Mother's Day bouquet. That's Jean Hudson and Mom in Wharton in the kitchen celebrating Betty Herlock's birthday. That's Betty Herlock in the center. Dear friends, they were all friends of the Canasta group back in Spring Branch before they moved to Wharton. This was, I guess, 2001. Mom with the blue bonnets and the paintbrushes. And this is back in Cody at Christmas time. Still Cody decorating the tree. Mom at Easter in Wharton putting up their Easter decorations. Back in Cody at Christmas time. What's behind the green door? That's Mom back in Wharton at the hollyhock. We finally got hollyhocks to grow there. I think they were only there for 2 years and they didn't survive. That's a crash that Barbara Kramer made for Mom years and years ago back in Colorado. Back in Houston, we're eating at Papa Do's on Sunday. We always went there for fresh catfish. Back in the Wind River Canyon. Up on the Beartooth in the spring, you can see where the snow plows run, and that's how deep the snow was until they plowed the road clean. Up on Dead Indian Pass, looking over into Sunlight Basin. This is at Shell Creek Falls, up on the Bighorn Mountain Range. It's Shell Creek. We walked out on a little bridge. This was up, I don't know, one of the frozen lakes. Again, in the Wind River Canyon, where the train tunnel is. See, the tunnel on the right is for automobiles, and then the road for the trains on the left up on the hill. This is Mom's birthday. We were celebrating at Steve's house. Of course, I guess Mom had Steve's birthday because the carrot cake. One of Mom's Christmas cactuses in full bloom. This is in the den in Wharton. Christmas decorations. The elk Dad killed in Wyoming. This is in the Mom's dining room in Wharton. The patio in Wharton, looking out towards the music building, the Refcon motorhome. The big sago palm that bloomed every spring. It finally got so big we had to take it out. Bud just emerging from the sago palm. This is in the Wind River Canyon with the Revcon and Jeep. We're headed south in the fall. Back in home in Cody. Some road stop letting the dog walk. Mom and Ron, where that is. Oh, that's at the country club in Evergreen, Colorado. This is at Steve's home in Evergreen. Making more homemade ice cream. I guess we're eating. It's Crystal, Ron, in the moose chair. Moose was killed by Dad up in the Yukon. Another poop stop. This is up on Raton Pass. There's a pullover and rest. This is in Wharton. My 60th birthday. Mom and Ron having birthday cake. A birthday pie, I guess. Must be an apple and rhubarb. I guess rhubarb pie. Back up to Steve's house at Christmas time. This is the Texas Gulf Coast Taipei annual powwow. That's Ron Reel and Regalia dancing the gourd dance. Taipei-ko, the man's dance. Ready to go, ready to die. It's a Kiowa tradition. They put money down to honor different dancers. Ron, Betty, and Steve at one of the park springtime festivals in Evergreen. Blue Bonnets of Texas. Again, that was the year I broke my arm falling off the roof of the barn in Wharton. Somewhere close to Yellowstone. Back in Wharton at Christmas time. Back in Cody with Crystal. This was in New Mexico on the way to Angel Fire. On the Wind River, walking the dog. Back in Wharton, planting some plants in the flower pots out front. Moose chair, buffalo hide. This is up on Dead Indian Pass. You can see the index peak there. So put up a new fence with a big ballard post at the entries, and have it up. There's a flexible gate. You can pick it up and walk it around. It follows the contour of the ground. Is the reason I do that. We went to Illinois and picked up these Amish wheels and used them on the entryways. That's Mom. We got 4 wheels, $350. Back up on that Indian Pass, looking over into the Sunlight Basin. There's a switchback road that comes out of the bottom of the Sunlight up over that Indian Pass and toward Cody. This is up on Shell Creek Falls in the Bighorn. Starting the fire with a hairdryer so we can cook some steaks. This is Trader Ron at the Gulf Coast Taipei Annual. I set up a booth and collect all these items made by Indians at different pawn shops in Montana and sold them at the annual powwow. This is the Intertribal Council of Houston benefit dance somewhere. We're on the, gosh, I don't remember. I think this must be Yellowstone Park. Ron and Mom in Mom's dining room for a birthday celebration. That's part of the dead Indian rock in South Fork. Steve, Betty, and Ron. Now this is some elk out on the TE Ranch on the end, toward the end of the South Fork of the Shoshone River. Beautiful fall colors, aspen tree. Betty and Steve in evergreen. Steve and Ron on the deck in Cody. Steve in his kitchen in evergreen. Steve and the cat Buddy taking a nap in the chair in evergreen. Betty gave me this for Christmas. I love a sale at Foley's. This mom in Evergreen. I guess she got a new watch or something. I don't know what that is. That's Betty's friend from Houston. Children. In Evergreen. Christmas morning in Evergreen. Making coffee. Gotta have the coffee. Oh, it is snow in the driveway at Evergreen. Earlier, some fall colors. Sunset from the deck in Cody. This is the Wharton County Veterans Memorial that I designed and built for the county in 1986. It was dedicated November 11th of 1986.